my shorts and like a tank top, right? Because I have no idea. I don't know what I'm supposed to wear. He didn't tell me anything. I have no idea. So he gives me this address, and this is so Pflugerville, Texas is becoming very developed
Oh,
now. And
big
this
time.
was,
Yeah.
yeah, and this there was nothing out there. There was like a little rundown drug dealing
Hmm.
um gas station, and behind it was these storage units, right? Like old storage units. So I pull into this gas station and I'm like looking around, obviously seeing people deal drugs, right? Crackheads running around. And I was like, what is going on here? And then I hear like these really loud banging, and I am like, oh, I bet that's it, right? So I start driving towards the banging noise. Mind you, I'm a girl all by myself at 11 o'clock at night, right?
In boots, shorts, and a tank top. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. No big deal. What could go wrong? Um, so I finally pull into this place. I see this garage. There's a ring in the middle of it. The light is on. And so I pull up to the garage, get out of the car, walk in, and Papa Don is there. And George DeLaisa, Mr. Mexico too.
Oh.
He's there. They take me into the office, and the office has AC in it, but it is scorching hot. Texas is so hot. And
Yep.
I also went down there and moved there in the hottest summer on record. Okay, this was 100 days in the triple
Oh,
digits.
I remember. Yeah.
It was excruciating. So anyway, so I'm down there and I'm talking to them, and he goes, all right, well, I don't know if I want to train you. And I was like, why? Like, I didn't understand. I thought I could just give somebody money and let them train me. Now you can do that, just so you know. If you go to a
True.
training facility, you can just pay them, they'll train you, whether your heart's in it or not. But George De La Isa is an old school luchador.
Hmm.
He is old school. So he goes, I don't know. He's like, there's something, like I see something there, but you know what? I'm not convinced. So can you go out there? I'll set everyone down, and I need you to convince them of anything. Just convince them of something, right? And I was like, dang, okay. Like, sure. So we go out there, and again, I look totally out of place
Right.
for sure. I had no muscle on me. I was just like this little scrawny kid. Um, and everyone sat down. Ricky Starks was there.
Oh.
Yeah. Alley Cat, which now is known as Alley Catch.
Yep. GCW fame.
Yep. She was there. Lainey Luck was there.
Oh.
Mhm. I literally trained with like some of the best. um, and ACH was there,
Oh, I want to talk to him so bad
right?
because I just want to know what he's doing now.
Yeah, he's doing better. He's doing great. He's in
Good.
California. He started to wrestle again. Like, yeah.
Good.
Uh-huh. So anyway, so they're all there and they're all looking at me like skeptical, like they're gonna kill me, right? Jojo Bravo or Jay Sirius or Jazzy J, or I think he goes by Tiger Pants now. Samurai J was there, whatever. One of the many names he goes by. And he was there. I'm trying to think. Steve Orino was there. Who else was there? I think that was it.
Okay.
I mean, there were a bunch of other people that were there, but most people wouldn't know who they are. Um, so they're like sitting on the ring. Ricky is like glaring at me like daggers, right? Him and ACH, like they got some daggers coming out towards me here. Um, and I was like, okay, I don't know. And so I was quiet for a while. And I'm like, hi, my name Christi, and I work for WWE. A lot of you guys might have heard of them. If you haven't, you're living under a rock. And I'm actually a recruiter, and I'm going around to the training centers in Texas
Wow.
looking for some people that we can just give a shot to, like a tryout, and see how you guys do and if you guys are a good fit. And literally everyone all started adjusting them. And of course, Rico Suave, big head Ricky Starks, kind of like at first he was like, okay, yeah. And then he stops and he does this finger thing. He's like, wait, no. And everyone turns and looks at him. And I go, I'm just kidding. This is who I am. I'm just trying. Like, I want to become a professional wrestler. And everyone went, what the heck? Like, they literally believed me. It was great. And George was like, yes, come and train. My training was brutal, though, because I'm pretty. And they were the girls there at the time. We didn't know each other. They were kind of like, she's going to take our spot. Like, I knew nothing about independent wrestling, right? I didn't know how it worked. I had no idea, but they were very hesitant to help me. They literally clotheslined the shit out of me. They really chopped me. They like would purposely do things to hurt me. When we lined up to do our roles for the first time, I didn't tell anyone I had a gymnastics background. So when you do like your front flips and your back flips, I did them effortlessly, right? So they were all like, this was back when women weren't doing back flips and front flips at all. And so they were like, what the hell? Like, so I had a lot of people, guys and girls, that did not want me there. They were not very nice. Like, they would stay after and practice, and I would want to stay after, and they'd be like, no.
Wow.
Right. So like, yeah, it wasn't this, there was no camaraderie in it at all. It was really hard. It was kind of like hazy to some point to see if you're in it. Right.
Right.
And then the I told the coaches I wanted to come in on the off days. So we had trainings Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I told the coaches I wanted to come in on Tuesdays and Thursdays and train. And if they knew anyone, I could get in there with me to train me. And they said, yeah, we'll talk to somebody. So they talked to Allie and to Lainey.
Oh.
And they were like, hey, you two girls are the only girls in Texas that wrestle around here. At the time, it was true. They were like, this is another girl, so you guys don't have to keep wrestling each other, wrestling these girls that aren't trained. Teach her how to bump for you, teach her how to do moves for you, teach her how to build a match, teach her so she can be your little green girl, right? Pretty much.
Right.
And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they would take me into the facility that had no AC, and I was dying because it was so hot. And they would train me, and we would stay at training. So training would get out at around 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and we would stay till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
And yeah, and Ricky and JoJo literally helped build my career. They would come, first off, like, I think it benefited them too, right? Because like they could try new stuff, they could try different stuff. And I was so new, so green, that I was willing to do anything and take anything and fall as much as I needed to and get hit as much as I need to, right? I was super hungry for it. And so they would go in there, they would teach me, Jojo Bravo would teach me different holds. They would chain with me. They would, teach me every single move, how to take and how to give every single move under the sun. Ricky actually I don't want to, it wasn't dislocate and he didn't break it. He hurt me 3 months into training.
Oh no.
He like injured me. I was on crutches. I showed
Ugh.
up every day. I pulled the ligament in my knee chaining with Ricky. He was like getting pissed off because I wasn't getting it. And so
Oh.
he got like a little rough and my knee like it he twerked it a different way and my body moved a different way and it almost broke my knee. Like it almost broke my ligament. I ended up going to the hospital, figuring that out. I was out for a couple of weeks and then when I came back, I learned how to um I started understanding how to wrestle and how to um get out of holds and stuff like
Ah.
that without hurting myself, right? And allowing them to hurt me. So, but Ricky worked with me when everyone told me, no, 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 you're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to go anywhere. He was like, yeah, you can. You're going to do it. I know you are. You're going to do it. And I was like, okay, cool. My promos suck. And still to this day, they're not anywhere as good as Ricky Starks. He definitely has a mouth. He has tried to work with me before with it, and he just gets annoyed because he's like, you're just terrible at this. You need a manager. I'm like, I know. I like Brock Lesnar. I'm so bad at talking. I need a manager. So yeah, and then I started traveling outside of state. I'd go with Allie and with Lainey. I wanted to do a circus gimmick when I first
Hmm.
got into it. I wanted to be a tightrope walker. And they said, no, 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 no. And I went, fine, I'm going to do this comic book gimmick. And my coaches said, well, you can do the comic book gimmick outside of here, but in our school, we want you to be like a Stephanie McMahon, right? Which was awesome. I'd steal the belt from people, I'd give it back to them. Then I'd be like, haha, I'm just going to take it from you because, like, I didn't like the way you wrestled. So now I'm the new champ, right? Stupid stuff, like just stupid shit like that. So I had I was very fortunate. And then my trainer said they were looking for girls in Mexico. And I was like, yes, I want to go. And he was like, great. So he sent me to Mexico, to Monterrey, Mexico. And I met a lot of really great girls. I met Lady Flamer when she was little, like
Wow.
little. Yeah, she was like not little. I guess she was 14. I met her at the same age that what's her name? Oh my gosh, Roxanne.
Oh
Rox,
yeah.
right? I met her. So I met Roxy in Laredo, Texas with Lainey, like when she was 14 also. So
And now
yeah,
look at it.
right? Look at her. She's amazing. She's on NXT. She's doing great.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I went down there and then I had a couple of matches down there. Garza Jr. saw me and he was like, hey, my family has a promotion. We want you to come down here and train with us and wrestle for us. And I did. And I trained with the Garzas for a little bit.
Oh.
And then from there, they showed me to Conan, and Conan took me to the Crash. I wrestled for the Crash for a long time. And then from the Crash, I went to AAA and wrestled for AAA for a while. I went to Japan
Jeez.
with Stardom, and I learned how to do all my springboards from Io Shirai. Yep. Io Shirai taught me, Kyrie taught me how to better my holds um, in chaining, and it was great. So I trained with those girls. It was awesome. And then I came home, and when the pandemic, I met, let's see,